there and just
Okay.
keep you quiet the whole
No,
time.
you didn't, because you got what you deserved. That's what you got. You deserved that ass chewing. I'm serious. She was inappropriate. But you...
Yeah, but someone who cares so much about my safety didn't care, and I'm the one who was
Liz,
wrong.
Imagine that. Just imagine that. If you haven't seen the video just yet of Angela going in on Liz, I highly recommend you go check that video out first before you continue with this one. But with that being said, how can you sit there and tell your woman that you deserve that ass whooping you just got from Angela, when in reality she didn't? And the crazy thing about it is that he's saying that she deserved it purely because Liz did not defend his corner when it came to Kelly and Molly attacking him, in his own words, right? And that's how he sees it. Right, okay. So that's interesting. So you're telling me the reason why you allowed your woman to be attacked is because she allowed you to be attacked. All right, okay. So two wrongs make a right. So nobody wants to be the role model here. But the matter of fact is though, Liz, in my opinion, was never necessarily in the wrong. You know what I mean? Personally. But I do understand the narrative of her maybe speaking up for him a little bit. You know what I mean? But the fact that Ed thinks it's okay for him to now say to her, you deserve what Angie did to you, is absolutely beyond pathetic.
I'm here for you.
No, you're not.
Kelly
You're not
asked
here.
one question,
You're never here
and
for
you
me.
cut him off so
Liz,
fast.
you were never here for me.
You sat there and complained.
No.
Everybody called me a cheater today.
I love the way Ed, you know, will insist on the fact that she wasn't there for him. This guy.
But then you confessed to cheating, and I literally had to sit there.
It's a game, not in a relationship.
It's not a game.
It was a
Okay?
game. It was a
You
little,
need to be serious. I
therapeutic
sat there
game.
quiet the whole time.
And this is exactly the point that was being made by Kelly and Molly, that you never allow anyone to finish what they're saying. Quick to just interrupt. You have no listening skills whatsoever, which is why you've never grown as a person. And I don't mean physically, for some of you funky people out there. Mentally, okay? But the most frustrating thing about this relationship is that we continue to talk about the same BS when it comes to these two. But we continue.
No, she's mad because, in a way, she kind of got her ass served to her, which I feel good about. But then I feel bad because that's the woman I love.
Should I even waste my time trying to make sense of what he just said there? I feel good that my woman got her ass served, but I feel bad because I love her. Then that means you shouldn't feel good about it in any way whatsoever. Your attitude stinks. Your relationship stinks. Everything about you just stinks. You hear some very wild phrases on this show. The things that people say in this show is beyond just nuts to me. I don't know in what world that made sense to him. But then again, I don't know in what world he makes sense to himself. But I really want to know, what do you guys think of that comment there? Because that's wild.
I'd rather this come out now. Like, Liz and I need to be broken down. Like, broken down to our foundation.
The funny thing is that, Ed, is that you would never allow anyone to break you down, though. If each time somebody asks you a question or there's a conversation going on, you won't let that person even finish that sentence or that question or whatever. And you've always got an answer to fight back. And even if you do answer with the right answer, you're just saying it just for the sake of saying it. You're not saying it because you're actually going to put it into play. Because at the end of the day, if you were someone that put anything into play, well, then some of the advice that you do give people that's actually generally good advice, you would have put that stuff into action in your own life by now. But you haven't, because you never will. Because you see nothing else but just, I'm Ed and I'm the victim. I'm Ed and I've always been bullied my whole life. I'm Ed, so I should be allowed to just act the way I want to act. No, you're Ed and you're pathetic.
Never, and I don't approve of her behavior the way that she did it. I've never had anyone stand up for me like she did.
Go be with her. You're not.
The way this man is, the way he's trying to justify his actions, what? So I allow Angela to lay into you because she defended for me. I didn't approve the way she did it, but I had to allow it because she just...
Letting me speak, so I'm done talking.
But listen, when you get mad, you
Shut
raise your
up.
voice.
You
Run.
don't let me speak. I am
Run.
running away from
Run
you.
away, run.
Ed, you never let me talk.
One of the most patronizing human beings that I've ever seen in my whole entire life. I want to know why he's so comfortable being the way he is. That's what I want to know. You know, when you look at someone sometimes, you just sit there, you think to yourself, what made you this way? Like, why are you so comfortable with being an a-hole? Like, what do you get out of this? Like, are you actually happy in life? Have you ever been happy in life? And if you've ever been happy in life, like, why are you struggling so hard to find that place? Can you not go back to that place where you was maybe once upon a time a genuine person? It's like this guy has been, well, allegedly bullied his whole life, that he's now built himself up to be his own worst enemy and to be one of the worst bullies ever, being worse than any other bully that he's ever come across. So sad. Like, this man has grown to legit have incel vibes, 100%, pure incel vibes. I won't lie to you, I wouldn't be surprised if I heard some messed up stuff about this guy later on in a few years later. I mean, let's just say, you know, 90 Day no longer want him in the show anymore. He's unable to get that attention that he craves so much. And then he goes back to being, well, I want to say he goes back to being a nobody. He still is a nobody, but a nobody without a camera, basically. I just find him very disturbing, to be honest with you. The way he moves is pathetic. Like, at his age, that's not how you behave now. Come on, man. And to think, they say that when a man becomes a father, they say when men become fathers to daughters, they become more respectful to women. That's what they say. It's true for some people, and it's not true for others, clearly, right? And for him, like, I haven't got a clue what could ever solve his issues of just being him. Just nasty. I just don't think, I think this is how he's always going to be. Therapy or no therapy. He's like this by choice, and he's comfortable with it, and that's the most disturbing part about that. He's comfortable being this way.
Sorry that I hurt your feelings for that, but it's not. This wasn't like a life-saving game. It was a game.
All of these
I like the way he takes. You know, you wouldn't play a game in therapy that had no meaning behind it. Every game that you play in therapy is for a purpose. The game that you play was based on communication and trust. You failed both communication and trust because you're selfish. And this guy's out here talking crack in our ears.
are supposed to be taken seriously. You cheated me out of an experience.
No, cheated
yes, because you were supposed to be my partner. We're supposed to take this seriously. So you're not taking therapy seriously, Ed.
She's not lying. She's not lying one bit. You cheated her out of an experience to grow with you. Let that sink in. Let me know what you're thinking down below, man. I can't bother this fucking. Yeah, bye.